Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be showing you guys the process of me trying to retighten my hair. I do want to say that this is not a tutorial. I repeat, this is not a tutorial. This is just me trying to do a few locks by myself. I started this video intending on doing my entire head by myself, but I ended up running into a lot of problems trying to retighten my hair by myself, and I wasn't going to post this, but I just want to show you guys all the mistakes that I made and kind of just a what not to do type of video. I did just take my hair out of my bun and I just sprayed it with some water to make it a little bit more pliable, a little bit more flexible, a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Is pliable right? I don't know, just to give my hair some bounce, I guess. And as you can see right here, my roots are grown out a lot. The front of my head gets so disrespectful, entirely disrespectful. I feel like I need to start making the front of my head on a different schedule than the rest, because around the 4-week mark, my edges look treacherous. As you can see right here, I'm just trying to part my hair into a straight part. And it's not really that straight, but I'm doing my best. I do have two tools that I was debating on using. I have the O-Locker tool, and then I also have the one that I started using originally. The first lock that I'm going to be working on is very problematic. The roots were really thin and I had a lot of excess hair growing every which way, so I just twisted that up to kind of give the base a little bit more stability because it was looking really terrible. So I'm going in with the O-Locker tool first, and the reason why I say first is because I end up realizing that I don't like this tool at all. I thought that it would be easier because it's smaller, but I ended up not really liking it. Here I am, just retightening my hair, not really following any particular pattern. As you can see, there's like a really big line of demarcation between the thinness and the root, and then like the shaft of the lock. And I'm kind of worried about it, but I ended up just switching my lock tools because I found that this bigger lock tool actually works better than the smaller one. And I thought that the O-Locker tool was going to work better, but it didn't for me. It was just a lot easier to use this bigger tool. Now, as you can see right here, I created a knot at my root. It's just, it looks a mess. I mean, I'm just gonna let you watch. So as you can see, I have this humongous knot and I'm very confused, and I'm attempting to undo it, but I don't really want to mess anything up, so I'm just going to clip that aside and save it for my mom to look at because I don't want to mess it up and make it even worse than what it is. So I'm going to just start on another lock. I'm clipping away the rest of the locks back in this section, and I'm just going to start retightening. As I was doing this, honestly, the clock method just kind of went out the window. I was just really focused on not combining the locks together and just trying to make sure that I do not go through the same way multiple times. So I'm just trying to make sure that I hit all 4 spots. I ended on the wrong rotation, so I want my hair to lay down flat on the side, so I had to go back and go through from 9 to 3 or 3 to 9 depending on which way you're looking at it, and so it can lay on the side of my head instead of falling down in the front like it was. So as I'm looking back on doing this, my number one tip would be to separate your hair into very neat sections, because as you can see, I have a lot going on with all of these clips everywhere, and then I didn't really start off with the straight part, so the clips are just in the way and it just ends up being a problem. I ended up combining a couple of hairs together from different sections, and I basically just ended up having to cut that out. You really don't want to do this too often because you're going to make the base of your lock weaker, because you're going to just keep cutting away at your roots. So try not to make that a habit. I really like the tool that I'm using. I ordered it from Amazon, I believe. So if you guys would like any of the tools that I'm using in this video, including the lock tool, the spray bottle, the clips, all of that, I'll have it linked in my description box. Just be sure to check that out. So I'm realizing right here that I really want to start off at the very top of my head so that, you know, it could look a little fresh as I'm doing this, instead of starting from like a side section in the front, if that makes sense. I feel like most of my issues with retightening my hair came from my sections not being very neat. I did not use a comb to help make the parts straighter, and I just had clips everywhere all in the way. So next time I would definitely figure out a better system and a better method for separating the locks in the section that I'm working on so that it won't be in the way, and just focusing on taking my time and trying not to combine any locks together, because like I said, you do not want to make it a habit of cutting out hairs, because those little strands of hair add up to a bigger section, and you don't want to just keep eating away and cutting away at those sections. So you want your base to be as strong as possible because it's holding the rest of the lock. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I definitely feel overwhelmed. I'm still working on my hair right now, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video, and I'm out.
If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
One of the best to ever do it.